Hello and welcome to another episode of Medical Talk. I'm Dr. Hugo Pellegrinolo, and today I'll be talking about both vegan and vegetarian diets. As always, thank you very much for watching today's videos. And we also have English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese subtitles.
The vegan diet is Point 1. Environmentally friendly. According to the World Watch Institute, the rate at which the world currently consumes animal meat and other animals' products is not sustainable. Currently, 51% or more of annual worldwide greenhouse gas emissions are caused by animal agriculture. And the numbers continue to climb. Thousands of tons of grain and water are used to feed livestock each year. And raising animals requires a lot of workforce and transport. The food industry lends to the invasion of pollutants into our air and water. This impacts our health day in and day out. By not eating animal products, and eating locally grown produce, vegans are helping to reduce the environmental toll caused by the food industry. 2. Avoid consuming harmful hormones and antibiotics. You are likely consuming hormones and antibiotics that were injected into the cattle and poultry during their lives. Unless you only buy grass-fed beef and free-range chickens. Hormones make animals grow faster and bigger so that they can provide more meat and produce more milk. You can bet that these things have an impact on your health too. Animals are given the same antibiotics that humans are given. This is dangerous because your body may build up resistance to antibiotics through the meat you consume. Children today are hitting puberty earlier than ever before as a result of the hormones they consume through dairy products and meat. Vegans avoid this problem completely and do not consume any unnecessary antibiotics or hormones which can cause health issues down the line. 3. Lower cholesterol. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that nearly 1 in 3 American adults has high cholesterol. When a person has too much bad LDL cholesterol in his blood, it attaches to the inside of blood vessels and builds up to create plaque. This is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Countless studies indicate that a vegan diet directly results in lower blood lipid levels, or lower cholesterol levels. The best way to lower your cholesterol is to avoid foods which contain the bad kinds of fat, saturated fat and trans fat. Foods that contain these kinds of fats include butter, meat, and full-fat dairy products, all things which vegans avoid. 4. Lower blood pressure. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is when the force of the blood flowing through your blood vessels is chronically high. According to the American Heart Association, nearly half of American adults have high blood pressure, and many are not aware. Left uncontrolled, high blood pressure can lead to heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney disease, vision loss, sexual dysfunction, angina, or peripheral artery disease. In one study, 29 patients with chronic hypertension were taken off their blood pressure medication and instead ate a vegan diet. All patients showed significant improvement in overall health and blood pressure levels. A 2002 study conducted on 11,004 people aged 20-78 showed a significantly lower prevalence of hypertension and lower systolic and diastolic blood pressure overall among vegans than in the meat-eating groups. 5. Cardiovascular health. Vegans tend to have lower cholesterol and blood pressure levels than people who eat meat regularly. This is a major impact on cardiovascular health, and significantly lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, or heart attack. Since the circulatory system is responsible for supplying oxygen to all of the organs and limbs, a healthy circulatory system means a healthy body overall. 6. Gut health. Vegan diets are rich in fibrous foods which keep the digestive system running smoothly. These foods are also rich in other essential nutrients which are absorbed into the bloodstream through the intestines, the center of the immune system, and the body's second brain. A diet rich in animal products may result in slow digestion and often leads to constipation. Vegans enjoy smooth digestion, which allows greater bioavailability of nutrients from the foods they eat. Vegans consume more plant-based foods, which contain prebiotics, the stuff that probiotics, or good gut bacteria, need to flourish. According to a study published in the Nutrients Journal, vegans have a unique gut profile. They display an abundance of pathobionts and benefit from lower inflammation and greater protective health effects. 7. Rich in antioxidants. The vegan diet contains more fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds than the diet of a non-vegan. All of these plant foods contain antioxidants, compounds which inhibit oxidation and protect the body from aging, chronic inflammation, disease, and cancer. 8. Rich in essential nutrients. Studies show that vegan diets are richer in fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals, or beneficial plant compounds. Vegans will also consume more potassium, magnesium, folate, and vitamins A, C, and E on average, than non-vegans. While there are certain nutrients a vegan diet is rich in, vegans need to make sure they are getting enough of other nutrients which are mainly found in animal products, including certain fatty acids, vitamin B12, iron, iodine, and zinc. 9. Lower inflammation. A diet rich in antioxidants is already a good start to lowering inflammation in the body. A diet which both steers clear of inflammatory foods and provides ample antioxidants is a sure way to lower your risk of chronic inflammation and inflammatory diseases. This includes allergies, asthma, arthritis, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, Parkinson's, and many others. Many people are living with chronic inflammation, and they don't even know it. These people may be suffering from digestive problems, high blood glucose levels, fatigue, skin problems, and other general symptoms. An anti-inflammatory diet includes foods that are high in fiber, many servings of fruits and vegetables, little to no saturated fats, and healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Inflammatory foods to avoid: dairy, sugar, refined flour, artificial sweeteners, artificial additives, vegetable oil, and saturated fats. 10. Lower risk of cancer. Since vegan diets are rich in plant-based foods, and therefore in antioxidants, vegans can enjoy the benefit of having a lower risk of developing cancer. Studies show that a diet rich in legumes, fruits, and vegetables is beneficial for overall health, and that those who consume more of these things have a lower risk of developing cancer.
If you're getting tired of watching the show, you can always grab a glass of water, pause the video, and go to my website. The link is on the bottom of the screen.
Vegetarian diets focus on plant-based foods as the main source of nutrients. There are many types of vegetarian diets, and according to the Mayo Clinic, they are as follows. Lacto-vegetarian diets exclude meat, fish, poultry, and eggs. as well as foods that contain them. Dairy products, such as milk, cheese, yogurt, and butter, are included. Ovo-vegetarian diets exclude meat, poultry, seafood and dairy products, but allow eggs. Lacto-ovo-vegetarian diets exclude meat, fish, and poultry, but allow dairy products and eggs. Pescatarian diets exclude meat and poultry, dairy, and eggs, but allow fish. Poultarian diets exclude meat, dairy, and fish, but allow poultry. Vegan diets exclude meat, poultry, fish, eggs and dairy products, and foods that contain these products. The one thing all vegetarian diets have in common is that they exclude meat, and all vegetarians, but poultarians exclude poultry as well. There are many benefits to cutting out meat and poultry from your diet. Vegetarians enjoy the following health benefits. 1. Lower cholesterol levels. On average, vegetarians have a lower total cholesterol concentration in their blood than non-vegetarians. This should come as no surprise, as meat is primarily comprised of saturated fatty acids, which increase bad LDL cholesterol levels in the blood when eaten in excess. Vegetarians who do not eat dairy products may have even lower cholesterol levels, as butter and full-fat cheese, milk, and yogurt all contain saturated fats which raise cholesterol levels. High cholesterol levels put you at risk for heart disease and stroke, the two leading causes of death in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. If you have high cholesterol, your doctor will most likely recommend going on a diet which limits meat and dairy intake, as well as other foods which contain saturated fats. 2. Supports heart health. A diet which excludes meat is a heart-healthy diet. According to a study, people already diagnosed with a heart condition can reverse damage to the heart. Even in severe cases, through lifestyle changes such as switching to a vegetarian diet. Moreover, plant-based foods, such as nuts, are proven to have protective elements against ischemic heart disease and to increase overall health and longevity. 3. More antioxidants. The more plant-based foods you eat, the more antioxidants you will consume. Antioxidants are compounds which inhibit the process of oxidation in the body. Oxidation forms free radicals, which are harmful toxins that cause damage to healthy cell DNA, leading to chronic inflammation, disease, and cancer. The more antioxidants you consume, the lower your risk of developing inflammatory disease or cancer. Foods which contain antioxidants include fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds, which are eaten in abundance in vegetarian diets. 4. May reduce the risk of diabetes. Plant-based diets are beneficial to improving the incidence of type 2 diabetes. This is especially true for vegetarians who limit their intake of processed foods and sugar. A 2011 study on people with type 2 diabetes found that a calorie-restricted vegetarian diet can improve insulin sensitivity more effectively than a conventional diabetic diet. Even more effective was a vegetarian diet paired with exercise. 5. Better digestion. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes easily pass through your digestive system because they contain fiber and digestive enzymes that make the digestion process more efficient, speeding it up, but also allowing a higher rate of absorption of essential nutrients. Meat lacks fiber, and protein and fat take a long time for your body to break down. Many people who eat meat have problems with digestion, whereas people on plant-based diets often have smooth digestion and fewer gastrointestinal issues. 6. May support weight loss. A diet high in plant-based foods is one of your best chances at fighting obesity, or ridding yourself of those few extra pounds. Fruits, vegetables, and legumes are low in calories and contain high amounts of fiber, which keeps you full for a long time after eating. Another factor which facilitates a vegetarian's weight loss is that the diet is a long-term one. People who choose to cut out certain foods for short periods of time will often gain the weight back, whereas people who are conscious about what they eat and restrict certain foods long-term will have more success sticking to their goal weight. 7. No carcinogens from cooked meat. When meat, including beef, pork, fish, or poultry, is cooked at high temperatures, certain chemicals are released, including heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. According to the National Cancer Institute, HCAs and PAs are mutagenic, meaning they cause changes or mutations to healthy cell DNA, which leads to cancer. According to the National Cancer Institute, the only current dietary guideline for limiting the consumption of these harmful chemicals is to limit the consumption of red and processed meats. 8. Fewer hormones and antibiotics. Cattle raised for meat are regularly injected with hormones to promote growth, as well as antibiotics to ward off any infection that would render them inedible. If the cattle are receiving these injections, one could only conclude that the people consuming meat from those cattle are consuming the hormones and antibiotics as well. Today, adolescents are approaching puberty at an earlier age than ever before, and experts claim that one of the reasons is due to the growth hormones present in the animal products we consume. 9. Environmentally friendly. The rate at which the world is consuming animal products is not sustainable, according to the World Watch Institute. Over 51% of annual greenhouse gas emissions can be attributed to animal agriculture. The amount of grain, water, transportation, and workforce needed to support the animal products consumed is taking a major toll on our environment. Consume fewer animal products, and you are helping to reduce pollution and relieve strain on our environment. 10. It's more doable now than ever before, according to a 2016 national poll commissioned by the Vegetarian Resource Group and conducted by Harris Poll. 37% of the U.S. population always or sometimes eats vegetarian meals when eating out. Numbers are even higher in other countries like Australia, where 11% of the population eats only vegetarian as opposed to the 3-9% of Americans who only eat vegetarian. In India, where up to 40% of the population is vegetarian. A 2010 study published by the Economic and Social Research Institute estimated that 21.8% of the world's population is vegetarian. Vegetarian options are available in almost every restaurant now. Online forums and blogs are excellent resources for all types of vegetarians looking to be inspired. Try new recipes and get creative. Thinking of going vegetarian? Talk to your doctor about nutrients you may need to supplement for, such as iron and vitamin B12.
Thank you very much for watching today's videos. If you have any doubts at all, you can always send me an email at hugo.loh@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching today's videos.